All right, what is going on there, YouTube? Welcome to part 7 of our SEO Tools Complete Guide for 2018 series. And today we're going to talk about outreach, because everybody loves going out there and getting links and reaching out to influencers and communicating with different people in your niche, right? I'm sure you do. So today I'm going to talk about a tool to help make that whole process a little bit easier, because, listen, it's good to do. We need links. And we need to be doing this sort of outreach, but we need a way to streamline it. Streamlining it is so key. And there's a number of tools out there to help you do that. Today I'm going to talk about a free tool that I use on a regular basis to help me connect with other people, especially in regards to guest post opportunities and even just connecting with other people's websites and things like that. And this tool is called Hunterio. And once again, it's another Chrome extension. We've been talking about Chrome extensions a lot, but this particular Chrome extension can literally show you all the email addresses on whatever page you are on. So you can see, here's all the email addresses at Google because we're on a Google search page. But what you're going to want to do is, if you're doing outreach, right? Let's say you're doing guest posting and you're writing about, flowers, which I think I already typed that in. But, you'll do something like this. So you'll type in your main subject here, and we're looking for guest posts. So we want to find sites that have the word guest post on them, because that means that chances are, if they already have a guest post there, then they're probably open to accepting additional guest posts, right? So we know that these people are good people to contact about guest posting on their site. So we do guest posting quotes because we're looking for that phrase exactly. And we end up with a lot of guest posting options. Now, a lot of these, again, are just guest posts. These are literally posts that people wrote as guests. But oftentimes when you click through to them, you can find opportunities to contact the webmaster, right? The person who runs the website, and be able to email them and say, hey, I want to post something here too. How can I go about doing that? So you can see, they have a comment window here, but the beauty of having Hunter.io is that we click this, and it's going to show us, well, not on this site, of course, the one I choose, but in most cases it will show you the email addresses of people that are running the site, essentially. So I'm not sure the mechanism it uses to pull that, but it can help you find multiple email addresses in a lot of cases, especially and you can use it for a lot of things. You can use it for let's say you're looking for a job, right? Let's say you're trying to get a job somewhere. I know I talk a lot about running your own business and stuff, and I'm more in that camp, but there's nothing wrong with working a job, of course. So let's say you're looking for a job, and you're going on businesses' websites and you're trying to figure out, well, who do I contact? Who do I get in touch with? You can use this tool for that as well. You go on a website, you say, oh, who am I going to contact here? You click it, and it'll show you the email addresses of the people to contact. So here, finally, we have an example. And so this is a guest post on this website, Adored Vintage, apparently. And as you can see here is an email address. And it shows you the sources, I guess, where they found that email address, which is fine. We don't really care about that. But the way you use this is you can either save the leads, you can click this button to save it, or you can just click on the email address itself, and it will copy it to your clipboard. So you can hop into your Gmail or your email account and paste it in, under the send to box, and you can send them an email really easily. You can also, what I like to do a lot of is create a Google sheet or a spreadsheet of some sort, and just start listing these different email addresses. I'll have a column for email address, I'll have a column for business name, and I'll have maybe a column for URL, obviously, and maybe a column for address if I'm doing more of a local based thing. Like if I'm trying to find guest posts about people in a certain city that my client's in. Say I'm working for a local client, a local therapist or something who's trying to write a piece of content that's about the location. Then I'll type in something like San Diego guest post or something like that, and then I'll find guest post opportunities on sites that are related to San Diego that, maybe my client can write on or something like that. So yeah, this is a great tool to use, totally free, and something that I use a lot for outreach. But again, the key is to streamline it. So, keep your spreadsheet intact, make sure you have all the information you need to reach out to these people, and also have a column on the side indicating whether or not they've followed up. So let me pause this and let me go into that so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, now here's a very simple sheet. This is something I would do if I'm looking for, say a local client, guest post opportunities, or press release, or sponsorship opportunities or something like that. What you would do is you would enter you have a column for business name, website URL, city name, state, and then you have these two, and these two are really important because when you're doing outreach, in most cases you're not going to get through to the person on the very first email. You're going to have to send some follow-ups. So I like to keep a column for, first of all, did they respond, right? Did they respond to my initial outreach email? If so, or if they didn't, did I follow up? And then you have a column for this, and you just say yes or no. And you can even add another follow-up saying follow up a second time, third time, fourth time, however often you want to do that. But this is a good way to stay organized when you're outreaching, especially when you're outreaching to a lot of people, which you should be doing, if you're trying to get a certain amount of links. It's all really a numbers game. So this is just a kind of a DIY way to do outreach. I know there's a lot of tools out there that automate all this stuff for you. And if you have the money and you want to delve into that, that's great. Tools like Scrapebox, BuzzStream, Ninja Outreach. There's several other ones. ConvertKit, I think, does some of this stuff. Woodpecker. So you can look into that stuff, and that's totally fine. But this is the way I've been doing it for myself and for my clients, and I feel that you can still do a lot this way. And if you feel like this is too tedious and you want to not do this stuff on your own, you can have a VA do it for you, or someone else, an assistant. It's pretty much data entry, but I still find this to be pretty cost effective compared to a lot of those outreach platforms. So this is a good way to go. But when you use it in tandem with Hunter.io, this tool is really fantastic. I can't believe it's free, actually, that it'll scrape this information for you without any cost. So I think the only real limitation here is that you can only do 100 leads or something like that before you have to upgrade, but big deal. I mean, if you do the way I'm talking about, where you're literally just copying this into your spreadsheet, boom, then it's a pretty straightforward process. You can just save them manually like so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. That is part 7 of our SEO tools series, our complete guide for 2018. Again, these are all tools that I use on a regular basis. I'm only showing you stuff that I'm familiar with. I don't want to talk about things and just speculate on them and say, oh, I think this is good for this, or this might be good for this. I want to tell you the tools that I actually use on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis. And that's why I'm not going to include things like, Ahrefs, which I love Ahrefs. I have used it before, but I'm not currently using it. So I don't really feel like I'm up on it enough to talk about it at length, and I don't have a subscription, so I can't really go in and show you how to use it. So tools like that, I'm going to lay off of and just explain the ones that I know. But I hope this was useful for you. Please go ahead, please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified of future videos. And thanks a lot for watching.